you. Love might bring us back together. I feel so good. I feel right. The music sounds better with you. Love might bring us back together.
What's up, man?
Hey, big boy. How you doing, big boy?
I am busy as fuck right now.
You're stone dizzy?
Busy.
Busy? No, dude, so am I, man. Like, it's crunch time, man. I considered canceling tonight because I got so much to do, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of nice, though, like, especially being locked indoors to, like, have some scheduled social time, you know?
Scheduled social time, scheduled break time. Yeah, for sure. Dude,
Yeah.
are you looking at chat? Fucking Jake's having a conversation with himself.
No, I'm not. I'm, like, so all over the place right now.
Where's
Yard sale.
Okay, what about what's her name, Dutch?
She's not coming, Duff. She's not gonna make it tonight.
Motherfucker. You know, she came for like one fucking...
No, she was pretty stoked about it. She really wants to do it like regularly. She just was feeling a little under the weather today.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Yeah.
so the Bronx actually has the highest concentration of coronavirus.
I know, and she was like out and about yesterday too. So
What the fuck you doing out and about during the quarantine? Was she like shopping and shit?
no, she just like went to the park and hung out with some friends or something.
Dude, all right. I like 100% don't feel bad no more.
She's probably gonna be dead before the next show. So
I will feel bad when she's dead, but for the time being, she's just, man.
I mean, can you still like talk on the phone when you're face down with the ventilator? And maybe she could still do it.
yeah, I mean, like honestly, there's no excuse. I feel like.
No skills, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna put this song on repeat throughout the whole entire show.
What song?
Stardust, music sounds better with you. It's on repeat, dude. I don't give a shit. How you guys doing, man? Dude, yard sale. We were just, oh my god, weren't we talking about TRL earlier today?
Yes.
We were, yeah.
I do miss
Good old
TRL.
days.
I do miss TRL, man. For those of you who don't know, TRL was a show on MTV that was acronyms for Total Request Live. So you could call in. You called in and you can request a song, right? Is that it?
Something like that, yeah.
Or it wasn't like
There was like
it was like a voting system. There's like the top.
Well, yeah, but
top.
where'd you vote? Because this was before the internet.
Yeah,
It must
there was
have
like
been.
other shows that you called in and like requested music on, and then like at the end of the week or whatever, TRL was on and they gave you the top requested songs, like the top 10 or something.
Yeah, you know, they
I
don't
think
have anything like that.
It was daily,
Well, it was daily. You're right.
but end of the week it was like the week's tops. And then remember Tom Green's video, like beat out all the boy bands,
Yeah.
rock and everything, and eventually they got sick. They're like, no, we're just, I think it was like the first time they just retired a video because it just kept on getting the number one slot.
My bum is in your mouth or something. Like bum song or some shit.
The bum song. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can we just play that really quick? Because it's been fucking years.
Oh man, this is bringing it back.
Tom
dude.
Green,
Holy shit.
Bum song.
I mean,
right?
you guys probably don't really remember this because you're 22, but you know, back then.
Yeah. Wait. So did he get cancer or something? Testicular cancer?
Yeah, he got ball cancer. Remember?
Yeah, he only has one nut.
By the way, I'm playing it right now
on TV. He got his operation done, like on TV.
Dude,
yeah, he made up. He's like, you know, when you're in the shower, you gotta feel your balls. You know, grab them, squeeze them. You know,
this was
notice
number one on MTV.
Put your bum on a man. My bum is on the step. Bum is on the step. Don't fall down the step. You might hurt your bum.
Dude, this seems like a typical YouTube video now.
You know, for some reason I can never hear. I don't know if you can hear Yard Sale. I can never hear when you play shit. I can never hear audio.
Really?
Through the Discord voice chat.
Oh, it's not. That's because you gotta. It's only through the stream. Yard Sale.
Bum is on the cheese. If I get lucky, I'll get a disease. My bum is on the Swedish.
Got booted. I don't know why.
You got muted?
Swedish. My bum is on the gum.
This
My
internet.
bum
No,
is
he
on the gum. I can blow a
left the
bubble
channel.
with my bum.
My bum is on the Swedish.
The battleship. I hope they don't shoot the cannon in my bum. Shoot poo all over the place.
I feel like this was a lot more catchy. I mean, a lot more catchy. A lot catchier when I was back in the day.
Yeah, when you were 13? Yeah, of course.
I like to put my bum on. It's fun. Get out of my way.
He's putting his bum on an old person.
My bum is on the cat. My bum is on the phone. My bum is all alone.
Dude, where did this guy even come from anyways? Like, how did he get, like, famous all of a sudden? Like, this song is obviously ridiculous.
The man is all alone.
Hold on. I'm gonna look it up right now. Where is Tom Green?
Swedish is all alone.
Where is Tom Green now? Alright, so Tom Green. Yo, Tom Green didn't age pretty. I mean, he aged pretty well. Look at him. He does stand up.
Does he really?
Yeah. Dude, look at it. Look at him. He, like, I wouldn't have recognized him, but you know, he aged pretty well. He was really skinny and weird, and you know, he just looks like a regular dude now. It's really weird. Tom Green is doing just fine.
Their final show, 2008.
Who you talk? Wait, are you talking about TRL?
Yeah.
Did you just come back? It looked like you were booted for a long time. Have you been talking?
Yeah, I
whole
was.
time? Okay. All right.
I thought you were playing. So, were you guys talking about something, or just playing the?
I was talking about, like, where's Tom Green now? You know?
Oh, he's a
And
stand-up comic. He's trying to do stand-up comedy.
he aged really well. You know?
Yeah.
He, like, doesn't look anything like he used to, and he looks really good. Like, he looks.
And
like
I think he also does like some sort of podcast video show sort of thing out of his house in Canada.
He's Canadian. Where did this dude even come from? Like, how did he become famous is what I'm really curious to know.
The Tom Green show. Remember the Tom Green show?
Canadian. The original Tom Green show.
It was a Canadian show.
Yeah, it was like a public access show, dude.
Yep.
It was a public access show.
This is the Tom Green show. It's not the Green
That-
show.
That was
This is my
funny, dude.
favorite
Him
show.
harassing his parents.
Yeah.
It was
He
like,
was like-
all,
he was
remember
like
all the
doing-
shit like Bam or Jared.
Exactly.
Jackass. Like that was right. That was before Tom Green paved the way for that.
He paved the way for a
Yeah,
lot
he was
of
the
that
OG
stuff.
of like that shit.
Yeah. Oh man, that's great, dude. So normally when I'm scrolling through Twitter and shit, like I see these like stupid ads for like articles, like top 10s and stuff like that, and I normally never really click them, but I clicked on one, and this one, I gotta say, kind of blew me away. And maybe you've seen it. But, whoa, what's going on here? So these are like everyday items that like we use apparently incorrectly. And I'm a little bit skeptical about some of these items, right? Because I feel like they could just be making this shit up, right? So like the first one is a saucepan handle. You know, they have those holes on the handle, and like I think they're for like hanging it up on a wall, right? But like I guess you could also use it as a spoon holder.
Yeah, a spoon holder. I've seen that.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's so that like when you're stirring with like a wooden spoon, then you like lean the tip, the bot, like the handle into that hole and lean it over the pot. So you don't get sauce like all
Jake,
over the counter.
You're from fucking Canada. Have you heard of Tom Green? Let me know if you do. But anyways, running shoes. I had no idea about this like last hole. I guess I should have guessed that it's like it kind of like tightens up everything. This one I really didn't fucking understand or get, but it makes a lot of sense. You know the soda cup lids, they're supposed to be cup coasters. So you take it off the top. Yard sale, I know you're the type of person to take the lid off. You don't.
I absolutely am, but I've never used it as a coaster.
Yeah, that lid is supposed to be a coaster. It fits perfectly below the cup.
What, really?
Yeah.
That's new. Yeah. That's new for me.
And yeah, no,
that's some classy white trash right there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay. Here's another one. Keychain bottle openers, right? There's always that like slit, like at the top, right? So there's the one to like open the bottle, but they all have that like little slit, and apparently it's to open soda cans.
I can't visualize what you're saying.
I've always just used a lighter to open my beers.
Yeah. Because I'm not a pussy.
Oh, shut up. All right. Well, so these. Wait, are you guys not watching the stream? Like, how are you looking at these pictures?
No, I'm working, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Guys, anybody who's listening right now, we need at least 3 people on Twitch to be watching the show. Our numbers are so close. We are at like 2.8 average on Twitch. We just need 3 people today, and I think we'll get knocked up to 3 average viewers. By the way, BitTube, our last video got like 12K views, which is just, you know, insane that we continue to kind of carry this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's awesome. All right, takeout containers. So you're supposed to, like, when you order Chinese food, you're supposed to unfold them and they become like plates. I know that because, you know, just I order takeout a lot.
That reminds me of something I just learned within the last year. Like the McDonald's cups that you pump the ketchup into, you could pull those open, like spread them out, and so you're not dipping into that little cup. It turns into like a little plate or bowl.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had no idea. No idea.
So it's a game changer.
I hate ketchup, but that is very smart.
Or your mayonnaise, whatever you want to put in there.
Yeah, or fry sauce, right? Jake knows everything, man. This kid. Backpacks with patches. Do you remember JanSport? And they had that kind of like leather diamond with a loop in it. Yeah. Right? It was like super popular back in the day. So apparently you're supposed to tie your shoes on it, like gym shoes. And that's what that was for. I can never figure out what the fuck that thing was for. Did you know that? I mean, I don't know that.
No.
Soda can
I never
tabs.
had gym shoes.
The tabs, the world will explode in that's like not a thing you want to say, Jake. Jesus. Soda can tabs. So the tabs on are supposed to turn into the hole so you can put a straw through it. Apparently, I did not know that.
Wait, say that one more time.
So you know the little tab when you
Yeah.
use to puncture the soda can. They're
Uh-huh.
supposed to turn 90 degree 180 degrees, so you could stick a straw through the hole, and it holds the straw in place.
Yeah, I've definitely turned those tabs around,
Yeah.
just like as a
Just playing with
you know,
it. Yeah.
playing with it, but I never.
Yeah.
A soda can tab?
Yeah, yeah. So they turn around. You turn around, and they have that hole at the top, and you put a straw through it. And it's supposed to hold your straw.
That's
I
interesting.
had no idea. No idea. All these little conveniences, but there was no instructions.
I mean, where I live, straws are illegal now.
Yeah, that's
unless
true.
they're paper, right?
Yeah.
It's the
Paper
same thing.
straws.
It's the same thing here. I don't know how that got pushed so fast. You know, there's like so many different things, like plastic bags, all that shit. Paper straws. It's the first thing I
Plastic
heard of.
bags just got outlawed in New York, didn't they?
Yeah. Except
Yeah,
right now
that's
during
been
the
a-
pandemic, you know, they're just short.
Yeah, that's been a thing in California for a while now.
For a long time, yeah.
Fuel gauges. So you ever look at the fuel gauge and below it, it's got like this little pump, right, and an arrow.
Yes, I learned this a couple of years ago. And I'm like, fuck, dude, how did I not know that? It's so
yeah,
helpful.
right. I didn't
It's
know
so
that.
fucking helpful.
I didn't know that. Yeah. All
It
of a sudden.
points, that little arrow points to which side the gas tank is on.
Yeah. That's nuts. I had no idea.
I was some girl I was dating. I was in the car with her, and she told me this, and I just felt like so ashamed that a girl knew more about cars than I.
Jake, you did not know that. I cannot. I have a reasonable amount of doubt. I don't even know if you can drive yet. Oh, I think this is what you're talking about, the condiment cup that expands. Shows you that I didn't read this whole entire article. Shopping cart loops. They have these loops on the edges of shopping carts, and they're supposed to hold your plastic bags. I had no fucking idea. All right, that's enough of that. Anyways. I'm playing like all sorts of old school house right now. I don't like, you know, this whole video is just not gonna get. It's you know, it's gonna have a copyright claim.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's see here. I have another thing. It is I don't know if you've heard about this. Maybe you have Lux, and maybe you have Jake. Star Citizen. For those of you who don't know, Star Citizen is a game that's been in development for like the past 10 years and has been like historically known for raising the most amount of money on fucking that fundraising site, right? Like crowdsource.
GoFundMe?
Not GoFundMe, the like Kickstarter. That
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they raised over $275 million,
Holy shit.
right, for a game that has barely come out, right? Like they've been developing it for 10 years. You know, fans have been waiting for like 5 years, and all you can really do is like go on these little missions. I mean, it's supposed to be this open world thing where you can play in multiplayer. You can get into like these full-scale ships, and what they did was they actually sold these like virtual ships as real estate. So like some people were paying like $100,000 for like a spaceship in a virtual world.
It's not totally unheard of. I mean, think about WoW. People used to pay all kinds of crazy shit for items in WoW, for builds and characters and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, but the thing is that this game has they were selling those things before the game was even functional. It's a fucking scam.
That is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. So I don't think crowdsourced games make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
The only one I know of that like has done well is that Kingdom Come or something like that. Ever heard of that one?
No. What is that?
Jake
Jake just said it's like Minecraft except with a reskin. You know what? They could just reskin fucking Minecraft and like
make
call
millions.
it a day. You know what I mean? Like just make it a space thing and call it a day.
Yeah.
And but you know, like there's no amount of work. Like they have to release like a game that's like gonna fucking suck your dick because people spent $275 million, waited 10 years. There's no way in hell that they're ever gonna be able to deliver like a good game. You know, that
would probably turn me into a gamer.
A game that's
one that sucks your dick.
Yeah.
But that's coming, bro. That's coming.
Can't wait.
That's coming, man. You gotta try. You gotta at least try porn in VR. That's like.
Yeah, I have a headset and I still haven't done it.
Dude,
what? You have that
me?
and you haven't done it?
Yeah.
And you're in quarantine too.
Yeah, I know.
Like.
And I mean, and it's because I get laid so much. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Buy a fucking fleshlight. Put the VR set on. It'll change your motherfucking world. Okay?
Probably should.
Dude, that's music to my ears.
Probably should.
What? You know what? I don't even feel like talking with you anymore. I mean, it's just absurd to me. Like, how? Bro, the day I got a fleshlight, not even VR, just a fleshlight. I like sat in my bed and like used it for like I don't even know how long, but by the end of it I had a bunch of tissue paper, a dried up bowl of macaroni and cheese, and it was just like me and my fleshlight.
Why the macaroni and cheese?
Wait, you didn't finish inside? He pulled out?
Bro, I needed to eat food because I'd been doing it for so long.
No, but
I got hungry.
The tissue. What's the tissue for?
Well, you know, after a while, it's just kind of like
gets filled up.
Yeah.
You are supposed to clean these things, you know.
All right. Well, here's the thing about cleaning them. They are a bitch to fucking clean. All right. What are you gonna put them in the dishwasher? And you can't do that.
I think you're supposed to pull the sleeve out and then stick it to your faucet and then.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I mean, I didn't.
Michael, yard sale.
Because it's something that I.
Did my mom give you my flashlight when I left California?
You're preparing for one. You're like window shopping.
Window shopping, exactly. You know,
doing research.
You got to figure out how to take care of my girl. You know what she likes.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Wait, do you really have one, Gold?
I had one, and I think, but when I moved to New York, it was in like my drawer, and then I went home, and my mom must have thrown it away, found it and thrown it away. My penis pump is gone too.
Oh, I gotta tell you something. I wasn't supposed to tell you, but she gave them to me.
Wait, what?
Your mom, she gave them to me. I wasn't supposed to say anything.
That's what I asked you. I was like, did she fucking give them to you?
Remember that picture I sent you of me and my underwear doing that funny pose? And you're like, my God, Michael. Well, that was the pump right there.
That's why you know so much about it. So you like the bathmate, bro? You get in the bathtub, you pump it up, dude. The bathmate's cool, man. I like it. It actually really, you do a little pump in, and then you go over to the fleshlight, and it like feels really nice. You know, you get in the bath, it's all warm. The thing is with the bathmate is like it's a penis pump that has to be submerged underwater. Like you have to be submerged underwater. You can't just do it, just put it on, start pumping away. You have to like draw a bath. Maybe light some candles or something like that, and you have to get your the lower portion of your body underwater, and then stick the bathmate on and start pumping.
So it doesn't work without romance, is what you're saying?
Yeah, Yeah, it really gets you in the mood, man.
A little bit of foreplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know what else gets you in the mood is the stretching routine me and Lux have been doing. There's this frog pose that you're supposed to rock back and forth, and every time it's
Like you're riding a dick.
yeah.
Speaking of dick, I saw Tiger King.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see it yet?
On
It's like
episode 3.
Big thing on Netflix. Apparently, he got rumor. I haven't verified it yet, but my girlfriend said that he got coronavirus while in jail.
No shit.
No shit.
Yeah.
I heard Harvey Weinstein got it too in prison. A lot of prisoners have been getting it.
So I don't know, man. Are you guys team? Well, you know, it has to come from the guards. There's no other way. You know. Are you guys Team Joe? I mean, Yarto, are you Team Joe?
Well, out of the two, if I had to pick one, I'm definitely Team Joe. I mean, one, they both run zoos. You know, she's trying to pass it off as a sanctuary, but
That drives
you know,
me nuts. That fucking
yeah,
drives
and
me
it's
nuts.
the quality of life of her animals seems way shittier than the quality of life of his animals.
You never see her spending time with any of the animals, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the reason you can't. It's not like you can release them back into the wild; they won't survive. You know what I mean? Maybe they will. I don't know, but I don't think you're supposed to do that. And you know, if they have to be stuck in this world, then you might as well show them a little bit of love.
Yeah, so far, because I've only seen 3, but one of my favorite parts was an employee of Doc Antle's zoo, you know, because they touch on a lot of these home run zoos, you know, in Florida, Oklahoma, and he just hires he's a cult leader, basically, who runs a zoo and hires a bunch of near virgins, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And this one lady's being interviewed, and she's saying how she's like, we work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to midnight. We have to work Christmas, birthdays, funerals, and only for $100 a week. And she goes, and then Doc says to me, you know, I want you to get a tip job. And it's like, I really didn't want to. Like, that's not something I ever thought about. I don't think I need it, you know. But as I was reading, I read that after you get a boob job, you have to rest for like 3 days. And at that point, I just really wanted a weekend off, so I did it.
I remember that. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. He's a little bit weird, man. But he sells a good product. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he's got good-looking ladies in his park. The park's clean. You know, he's on TV shows. He's using his cult leader charm to get him into things and stuff. You know. I don't know.
Doc or
Doc. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Joe, he likes turning straight dudes apparently.
Yeah, I mean, but what gay
Quote
dude
unquote.
doesn't like fucking turning straight dudes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know I like to.
And then one guy's like, yeah, you know, his first husband, like, you look at him, never think in a million years this guy is gay. And then it does like a pan of the guy, and he has all these tattoos like over his crotch, property of Joe Exotic, for my husband Joe, tattooed on his chest, Joe on his arm. Like, no, never. I'd never think this guy's gay.
Well, I think upon further inspection, I mean, I saw him too. He didn't really seem like I don't know, man. Does Joe deserve life in prison? I don't know.
I gotta finish the series.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But
yeah.
I mean, it might have a season 2. I don't know. So you put in some articles in here, Mr. Lux.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I put in there.
Are you gonna be able to talk to them, or are you doing dishes?
Remind me what they are.
Wait, on a side note, what's her name? Pelosi? Nancy Pelosi. Guys, I think she's kind of cute.
Nancy Pelosi?
Yeah, like if you look at like young pictures of her, she's kind of cute.
She grosses me out, dude. She's got that like serious case of
Serious case of what?
like old lady face.
Dude,
Look at her jaw. Like look at her like her mouth.
look at her when she was young. And then also
Maybe when she was
look
young,
at her
sure.
older. She's got giganto boobies. Giganto boobies. She's kind of cute. She's kind of cute.
Yeah, I'll pass. Plus, I just hate her.
Yeah, I think that's probably more to do with it. You know, you got to start objectifying people more often.
Yeah, I just can't. That face is just so hard to look at. It's such a.
All right, what is this? Bailout journalists let newspaper chains die. This is you, Lex.
What does it say again?
It said bailout journalists let newspaper chains die.
Oh yeah. Apparently, a bunch of newspapers are doing really poorly right now with the recession. They're probably not going to get bailed out, and a lot of them might go under. And it's kind of interesting to me, like what happens to news. I mean, like even if they don't go under now, majority of news outlets are going to go under in the next 10 years.
Yeah, well, the medium's changing in general, anyways. You know, like small format. Like people go to Twitter for the news more than anything. I think now they want to read like a short snippet of something, you know. What do you think about the Lux? How do you feel about the airline and Boeing possible bailouts and shit?
I don't know, man. That one's on the one hand, yeah, clearly they're very.
I can hear like every other word you are saying. Well,
Yeah,
let's continue this conversation when you find a place to sit, bro. In the meantime, we're gonna, I'm just gonna defer, I guess, to Jake's ridiculous pictures because, pizza's good, and so are strawberries. Oh, look at this cute turtle fucking eating a strawberry, dude. That's adorable. Are turtles vegetarian?
I believe so. They might eat insects, but I know they eat mostly vegetation. But they might eat insects. Snapping or fish, maybe. Like a snapping turtle. Why does it need that monstrous beak? It's probably because it's a predator.
Snapping turtles are predators. Snapping turtles diet. What have you been up to this week? Yard sale. Okay, well, really quick before we go into that, they eat plants, insects, spiders, worms, fish, frogs, other small turtles, snakes, birds, crayfish. I guess small mammals. I guess you're right. They are kind of predatorial and they're a little bit lower on the.
They're like us. They're omnivore.
Omnivore.
So omni.
All right, go on.
Well, as you know, I'm a hero. I'm on the front lines, working in the grocery store business.
Okay.
So I get thanked a lot, which is nice. You know, everyone thank you for your service, and I salute them.
I mean, look, I don't mean to be laughing. It's just like you're.
No, you should laugh. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm a hero. I do what you all can't do or won't do.
I guess that doesn't make you a hero. So there's this video I recently just sent of all the New Yorkers that are essential workers, and it's kind of crazy because they can't afford to. Let me see if I can find it. They can't afford to, obviously, like, not work, right? So they can't work from home. But like, this is the video. There are still a ton of people in the subways who can't afford or don't have the privilege to practice social distancing. Wish you guys could see this, but I realized that like you guys are both not watching the stream for some fucktard reason. But yeah, you're not the only one. Well, how does that make you feel, Yard Sale?
Which aspect? Just like working or
Being
working
a hero.
amongst? Oh, I have to admit I think I suffer from imposter syndrome. I don't really feel like a hero, but enough people tell me I am. So
I mean, you can't be shaking hands and kissing babies, right? But
no.
So what is the equivalent of that? Is the salute that? Is the nod? Do you like squint your eyes and nod? Is that the equivalent?
Yeah, either one of those works. Just any sort of gesture, as long as you're 6 feet away. Like, you have to step back a couple paces, gesture, and
So apparently there was a brawl, a 20-person brawl with bats, like a few blocks away from my house, like two days ago. The comments on it are fucking hilarious because it's like, dude, there's a fucking pandemic happening. Like, how, supposed to be practicing social distancing, right? Oh man, it pisses me off so much when somebody like gets into the elevator with me, like
Yeah.
I'm usually caught off guard too because I can't
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
what?
Yeah, all the elevators in New York. That's got to be a fucking pain in the ass.
Dude, so I live on like the top floor, and like every time I'm going down, it stops at these like places, and I either have to say, hey, sorry, you can't get in here, right? Like, there's not enough space, or people just walk in there and I have to walk off. These people are just assholes. And but most of the time I'm not able to, like, most of the time it's in the morning when I'm taking out my dog, and I'm not mentally prepared to like draw a boundary with somebody. I'm just barely waking up. It's terrible. But I keep looking to Larry David to learn how to do it.
Right? He's an inspiration to us all on how to behave in society.
Yeah. Yeah.
People keep saying he's an asshole, what a dick. Like, no, you have the wrong viewpoint on this man. Like, flip your framing around. Like, that's not the way to look at it.
I think that's the whole point of the show, is that everybody has the wrong point of view on this man. I will say the latest season feels a little bit more intentional asshole. Like, you watch all the other seasons and it's like, okay, I can see how this could be misunderstood, right? Mm-hmm. It's either that or I've just become a very different person. I don't know.
I think you're right about that.
Which one?
And I love the newest season. I think they definitely kind of almost did like threw in a little more spice of like slapsticky stuff, you know, like scenes like that, or just little things that kind of, you know, like the opening scene, you know, when he's walking, he takes the selfie stick and snaps it, you know, and throws it in the trash, or you know, when he gets when they get thrown out of that was at the Mexican funeral or whatever, you know, it was hilarious. I loved it, but it was a little more intentionally kind of over the top type humor than just like under the radar, just being an asshole, misunderstandings, you know.
Yeah.
But it still retained like the essence of Curb and like LD, Larry David.
Totally. And like there was throughout the season, there was still like those borderline scenarios where like you know you could totally be misunderstood. I just felt that this season there was more, like you said, I definitely noticed some more slapstick, and just like these situations where like I kind of think you are going out of your way to be a little rude, right? I think there was like a lot more physical stuff too,
Yeah.
Like, and it's not even testing physical boundaries, it's straight up crossing physical boundaries. I don't know, but yeah. So what's up, Lux? Are you settled?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Honestly, I'm probably gonna be working for the podcast.
I mean, we're probably in the show soon anyways, because I got a shit ton of work to do as well. But you know, I want to at least get us to the 10:30, or like you know, to the half hour.
For sure. We can go all the way. I mean, I'm down to do the 90.
Yeah, you know, I got some beers here. I got all my shit out of the way today. I was super productive. Just expecting to spend my evenings with you.
Oh, that's so sweet, dude. We're not going to be able to go to Glassjaw.
No, but they did say they were going to reschedule. So,
to what? Does that mean our tickets are still valid?
I don't know about that, but I just hope, you know, because I mean, Glassjaw in and of itself was amazing. It's disappointing, but the specialty of this show was its 20th anniversary of their first album, you know, and they're gonna play it in its entirety. That was like, oh man, take us back to when we were like 20, you know, 2 years ago. Ooh.
Oh man, let's look at fucking Daryl Palumbo's Twitter for a minute.
Oh boy.
Well, listen, you should really pull out a computer or something. I don't know.
No, I got my tablet here. Let me join you. You know, this is why I don't like I'm cool with Instagram because it's hard to really like stand on your soapbox and like just drone on and on and on about your fucking viewpoints and whatever, just pontificating endlessly. But like Twitter and Facebook, it makes me not like people that I like, you know.
Yeah.
Not so much Daryl's, because you know he could never do wrong, but
yeah,
you know he is a little. Yeah. And you know what?
His email is straight up on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can I just point out though, the music video they released for, I forget which song, but it was off their Material Control. You saw it, right? The one music video they have for that. The
one with the two guys that meet in the crowd and make out.
Yeah, so woke. So woke.
Dude, I really think that Daryl might be kind of on that beat, you know? Like, I wonder if I ran into him, if we'd, you know, if he'd be like hostile in terms of like pushing his point of view. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, I do, absolutely. And I was thinking about like them playing this album in its entirety, and you know how recently he's like apologized in a bunch of interviews for the lyrics he wrote, you know, which were supposedly misogynistic, which I could see how you could think that, but it's not about women in general. It's about a woman, a specific person, you know. I think that's completely different.
Ugh, how
Yeah.
gross! I can't believe you apologized.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I think it wasn't like he was setting out to like, hey, let me apologize, but people were asking him these questions over and over again because his album dropped it in the wake of the Me Too thing, you know. So it was just naturally came up. So he was just saying like, you know, hey, you know, I was young and angry, and some of the things I said maybe I wouldn't have said in that same way. But I mean, of course, you know, 10 years later, you grow as a person and your artistic delivery changes, regardless of the social, you know, vibrations going on. Yeah, you're gonna say things differently, you know. So it wasn't straight up like apology tour, but it didn't cross my mind like, dude, because you know how in live songs like he will kind of change lyrics around, which I've always loved because it comes from a really cool place, you know, and like but I was wondering, is he gonna do this with this album? But I have watched live videos, semi-recent ones where they play these old songs, and he, you know, he still does the same shit, you know, he's still singing it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I wonder if he'll like preface any of his songs, you know, change the lyrics, apologize, or I don't know, man. Look, like most of the time, so all this political, like I don't have much political shit on my feed, right? But like Daryl will retweet shit from, you know, all sorts of like people that are primarily, you know, they span more so on the left side, but like, and some extreme left sides, which is kind of crazy. I just never really thought about that. But like, you know, like just a lot of his posts are all about that.
Yeah.
He's got Bernie up on here. He you know, he's reposted Hillary Clinton, and like the majority of his posts are all about like these topics, and you know,
it doesn't actually surprise me that much though, just because, you know, I mean, like the whole, you know, growing up like 13-year-old in the hardcore scene, you know, straight edge until he was in his 20s, like you know, like all this, you know, I remember that one video back in the day, I think it was a Worship and Tribute tour. They're on a tour bus, and like someone's interviewing them, maybe Girls Gone Wild, so I don't know, Girls Gone Wild got brought up, and they just started fucking like, you know, have some goddamn self-respect, put your clothes on, you know, just like basically like shaming these people, you know, like they've always kind of been like that, you know.
Yeah, I guess so. It looks like he's just probably doing like house by himself. You want to listen to some Daryl Palumbo house? I'm actually playing house on the goddamn stream right now. But
Has it blow?
No, it's just Daryl Palumbo House Volume 1, April 2019.
What is it?
I'm trying to lower the volume down. I don't know. It's just a SoundCloud, man.
Is it like his DJ shit or what?
Is it what?
His DJ shit? Like, remember he was doing that?
No.
Spinning?
It's just a track that he released.
It's just one track called House.
No, it's called Deep House Volume 1, April 2019.
Huh.
So it's just a house track. It sounds like he smoked a bunch of weed and then like decided to make electronic music.
I've been listening to a lot of Glassjaw lately.
We're just gonna play this right now. for a little bit. Hey Jake, do you listen to House? What the fuck's your master plan, dude? Oh, I get it. You want me to eat pepperoni pizza and get fat? Dude, so my parents are calling me all the time now. Like every day. And like my mom like sends me like random ass food and shit. How's
She worried?
I think she's worried. I think my dad's worried too. He's about to send me stuff too. Yeah. Are you able to hear this yard sale?
I'm not, but you know I'm gonna listen to it as soon as we're off this call. I mean, do you like? What are your thoughts on it? You listened to it before?
No. This is my first time. Like, he just posted on his Twitter. I'm just listening to it. I mean, yeah. I mean, it just got a little bit better.
Okay.
But yeah, they're like samples and stuff.
What was that? What was that electronic thing he released? Like Foods or something, or like it was like
Sports?
You know what I'm talking? What?
Sports?
Sports was it? I think so.
Yeah.
Because you know I'm obviously very biased. I mean, you could just take a look at my inner thigh and you'd know that.
Yeah.
But
For those of you
I've
who
like
just don't know, Yard Sale has this man's name, Daryl Palumbo. His initials, actually.
DP.
Yeah. You know, we take a look at you and clearly think that you're gay, but you're like the opposite of that guy from Tiger King. You know?
Yeah, I like turning gay men straight by fucking them up the ass.
Oh man. Yeah, it was.
No, but
so he released Sports, and it was like a collection. Like this kind of reminds me of it, except I actually enjoyed this better.
Yeah, because I've liked everything that Daryl Palumbo has released, like immensely. But then I just got reminded of Sports, and I was like, oh, that's the one thing that I never re-listen to. I never revisit that, you know?
Yeah, his electronic stuff has just never really been. It's too, in my opinion, even with this, it just feels too. Too drony, too generic, I guess.
Yeah. It's almost like it's almost impersonal, you know. Like that's what I love about his music. It's just even like the shit that wasn't professionally like it was just like demos, B-sides released, and then projects fell through. But you still have that B-side, and it's kind of shitty quality, but it's just like so good and it's so like raw and personal, and like it just screams Daryl. And like I don't know, he has his way of like coming through like that. But with the electronic stuff, and maybe that's. You know, I'm not into really electronic music that way because I can't connect with it.
Well, not very many people are, it seems. I mean, this only had 305 views, or, you know, hearings or whatever. Was it, remember when we saw him spin in San Francisco?
Oh, dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a fun, I don't know if it's because I was super drunk.
Yeah, didn't we have to sneak you in through the alleyway?
Yeah, we definitely snuck in
because you know you didn't have the fake ID like I did.
Yeah, that's right.
That was on Haight Street, man.
Yeah, that was on Haight Street when Haight Street. Yeah.
Wow.
But that was I had a great time. I don't know if it was because I was like shit faced.
Dude, I think it's because we were in San Francisco, and San Francisco is fucking awesome. We were with people we loved, good friends, we were shit-faced too, absolutely, and we're going to see our fucking idol, you know.
Yeah.
And we snuck in, which adds to the adventure, you know. Like, are we gonna make it? We don't know. Like, how are we gonna sneak in? Oh, there's a fucking back door in the alleyway, and like, dude, it was just, that was a blast. That was a good night.
That was a blast. I ended up, I remember dancing on a speaker. I remember you making fun of me because you thought I embarrassed myself in front of Daryl. Because I was dancing with this lady and she tore off my shirt, and then I think I almost got kicked out because we had sex in the bathroom.
Yeah, I get nervous around Daryl. I try to be the cool guy, you know.
I know.
And when my friends when I think they're embarrassing themselves, I'm like, I freak out because I'm like, you're gonna embarrass me in front of Daryl. Like, I remember when me and Greg went to Glassjaw, we met Daryl. You know, I mean, it was like my third, fourth time, you know, whatever. But Greg was like, hey, when is the new Head Automatica album? No, he said, when is the new Glassjaw album, Swan Damage, gonna release? And I was drunk and I was in my head, and it was a knee-jerk reaction. I just backslapped his tit with my hand. I was like, that's Head Automatica, dude. Like, don't embarrass me.
wait, dude. You did that in front of Daryl?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're looking. Dude. Oh my god. Dude, he hates you, dude.
No, dude.
Yeah, he hates you,
loves
dude.
me.
He hates you because...
Just look at my Instagram pictures with him. He's always happy to see me.
Oh, yeah. He's just playing you for a fan, bro, because if you look at his Twitter feed, hates people like you, bro. Dude, it's okay. I yelled at David to, like, assert himself when he was taking a picture of with Daryl. And Daryl kind of gave me this look of, like, what the fuck? Because I was but like I was really nervous too, right? Like, did I tell you about the time that Kat, Kat, I don't know if you remember Kat, but like she was going to she set up a bar date with me, Daryl, that girl, Sky Ferreira.
Mm-hmm.
So it was gonna be Sky Ferreira and Daryl, and we're all gonna go, and Kat, and we were, for my birthday, she set up this meeting at a bar for all of us to hang out and have like a casual, you know, good time.
Whose birthday was this?
Mine. And
I know, but which one?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was one of the times I visited New York. I don't even remember, man. It was
how old were you turning?
I don't know. 22.
Go on. I was trying to go on.
But so that would have been last year, actually. But yeah, I just couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I knew I'd just act like fool.
Wait a second. Like, does that mean you fucking stood him up?
Yeah, I guess so.
He went to the bar, like, waiting for you?
No, he's not waiting for me. I mean, he was hanging out with Kat and Sky Ferreira. Why is he gotta wait for me?
At the same time, he's like, who's this fucking, what is this guy, Larry David? He doesn't show up? Like, I don't even know him. I'm here.
You know what I should have done? Because, you know, I know I couldn't handle talking with him, so I had to avoid it at all costs, right? I should have just showed up so that he knew that I would show up for things, and then just wear a mega hat. And then he wouldn't talk to me. But at least he would know that I'd show up.
Talk to you. Hey, can I get a picture, Daryl? Yeah, let me, hold on. I got to make up some excuse.
Honestly, I wonder what he would do. You know what? Can you bring your MAGA hat to the show?
Ooh, that is an idea. That's an idea right there.
I'm just curious. I'm really curious to know what would happen. Like,
but like we'd have to meet, like, I'd have to have
like,
it, like,
I'll wear it.
Back pocket.
You don't have to wear it.
I have to have it in my back pocket and be like, and afterwards when we meet, I'm like, hey, can I get a picture? Yeah, of course. And then I put it on.
You should just walk around Manhattan. What happens?
Yeah, Manhattan's kind of.
Or I mean, we could also just wear it in the pit because it'll stick out like a sore thumb. Obviously, I mean that's another angle.
I wonder, if you wore it in the pit, I wonder what he would do. I wonder because he would clearly see it. You'd clearly see it.
You'd probably get fucked up in that pit, to be honest.
For
like
sure.
if you were, like,
But you're just there trying to have a good time.
dude, when was the last time you were in a fucking mosh pit?
When I was playing shows, I used to start mosh pits. But
Can I tell you something? So
wait, are we gonna go into the mosh pit when we go?
it's
Because-
glass job, dude.
Yeah. No, and honestly, I don't have anybody to do it with because I brought my girlfriend to a Glassjaw show and it scared the living shit out of her. And I sat on the balcony because I got to watch people in the pit, and all I wanted to do was be in the pit.
Yeah, the last Glassjaw show I went to, all the concerts I'd been going to were like old men concerts, like Elvis Costello and fucking just whatever, and like you sit down, and I really started to appreciate that, just because like at that time I wasn't drinking, it's just like, yeah, this is nice. You just sit down and listen, But so I thought that's what I was gonna do at the Glassjaw show, but the pit, like it was like I had a rope from my chest to the pit. It just pulled me in. Like there's no way I'm not doing this. It's fucking Glassjaw,
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm gonna sit there while everybody else shakes their booty and fucking just sings along and screams along. No, I'm there.
Yeah.
But
Oh, man.
I found it interesting though because Tool just toured, right? And I knew it was like 3 different people who went to this Tool concert in Oakland separately, and they were sitting in different sections too. And they, all our age, 22, so they grew up with like mosh pits and stuff. But apparently the younger folks, didn't, and they were complaining when my friends were like standing up and like you just having a good time moving around, like sit down. What are you doing?
At the Tool. Yeah, that's
At a
funny.
Tool. Like what the hell? What's going on, man?
Where all those kids are now. They go to. So I actually had now that I remember that. Like 2 or 3 years ago, the last time I was in a pit, and you know where I was in a pit? It wasn't even like a metal show or rock show. It was a hip hop show. It was a straight up hip hop show, and people were getting fucking wild. Like,
I've experienced that at like a Vinny Paz show. Like, fucking that dude you expect, Philly motherfucker, like, Jedi mind tricks, hardcore, like you expect a pit at that. But like, what hip hop show was this?
It was just a local hip hop show. Like,
really?
Yeah, just like when we used to go to like local shows and stuff, like punk shows and stuff. It was like that, except with hip hop. It had like
that's cool though, man.
One dude with like a crew up there, like a crew of hype people, and they all kind of like jumped around and shit, and like the whole crowd was like, yelling, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
That sounds cool.
It like reignited something in me I thought was long forgotten. And then I went to Brooklyn to go check out a punk show, and it was the saddest thing in the world. And like I wasn't, people were just kind of standing there,
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah, guitars now are like classical instruments. Ain't no one play them anymore. Anyways, man, I think we've reached the time of the show where we have ended. It's the end of the hour. I want to take it another half hour, but
I'm down.
I have to do stuff.
All right.
I really do, and
You gotta go shop for a new penis pump and flashlight.
You know
I
what?
understand.
I don't think I need a flashlight, but I think a new penis pump might be nice. You know, not even just to make it bigger. Because it's pretty hopeless. I'm Asian, so it just no chance of it getting bigger. Oh, speaking of which, I was hanging out with I Am David Ames, and he brought up this situation, and maybe you know who it is. Do you remember? Fuck, I already forgot his name. God damn it. Abdu. Fuck.
Abdul?
No, we were at Chelsea's house. Do you remember that girl?
Chelsea. She worked at CPK?
No, she had like glasses. She was like into Elvis Costello and photography back in the day.
Oh, did she go to Catino?
Yeah, she went to Tino.
I think so. Kind of looked like an artsy lesbian.
Yeah. So we were at her house, and there was like this guy there, and then I hooked up with his girlfriend in a car, and I think David and Sheena or whatever like followed me and like recorded it. Do you remember that?
Not vividly, no.
Right,
it sounds familiar, but it also just kind of blends in with a lot of our stories.
I know. Do you remember
anyone
Renee
else would be like,
East?
yeah, of course that stands, but to me, I'm like, I mean, that could be, but
Do you know a Renee East?
It doesn't ring a bell. I'm good with faces, not names.
Yeah, me too. And I've been searching for it, but thought I'd throw it
Was
out
that
there.
the girl?
Anyways, yeah, that was the girl. But apparently they're married now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they like got into a fight at that party, and then I ended up sleeping with her, and there's like this floating around video still that exists, and they're married. They bought a house together. Oh.
Interesting. I mean, let's talk about forgiveness.
Yep.
Trust.
I don't think
Dare I
trust
say
her.
love?
I can't find her on social media at all. So
If you want to marry me, you can never be on social media again.
yeah, you got to remove your complete internet presence so that no one can find you and no one can communicate with you. In fact, give me that phone. You're not allowed to have a phone either. Wait, you have a car? Let me take that away from you too. I know that he works at Apple now. He's like, I know that I get free shit, but all this free shit is mine. You can't touch it because they allow you to communicate with the outside world.
He probably got that job, super high paying. She's like, you know what? I'll stick with you. I'll stick by your side. Let's just. It's like, what? What are you talking? No, I got you.
Yeah, I don't
Man.
know.
Can I
Wait,
jump
he's
back?
a British dude. He's a British dude.
Huh.
I don't know if that helps.
No, that actually makes it worse.
He used to call me Offa.
What ethnicity was he?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, was he white? Was he brown? Paint a picture.
Yeah. He was colored brown.
I mean, no disrespect, my hand to God, but just trying to place this in my memories. Do it with an accent. Like,
Hold on. Actually, I think I can pull it up. I don't know what that is, Jake. So I'm not opening it because it's got like a Bitly.
A side note, jumping back to like going to live shows.
Oh,
and shit.
I got him. Ayub.
Okay. Oh, Ayub. That name sounds familiar. But
Hold on. I got.
Was he Persian?
I think he might be Persian. I got the.
I mean, most of the brown dudes at our high school are Persian.
I have the picture. Are you looking at the stream?
Yeah, the on
This is fucked
Discord.
up that I'm putting this out
No,
on the internet.
no, it was just you, me, and Jake.
Yeah. Well, are you watching the stream on Twitch?
No, on Discord.
Oh my god. All right. Fucking Fucking people, man. All right. I just.
What's Twitch?
Like,
What's Twitch, by the way?
Just go to
We're just showing
YouTube.
Discord. What are you
just
talking about?
Go to YouTube.
Go to the chat room and click the goddamn link. It's ridiculous. Here he is.
Yeah, he does look familiar. He does.
Yeah, bro. And and
Are you putting his picture on the fucking stream?
I know, that's so fucked up, dude. Who told you to do that?
Well, you know, whatever.
Wow, dude. I'm gonna tell this guy.
What? Whatever. Everybody's gonna sue me. I'm just gonna take the fucking video down. What? For what? It's not like anybody watches this show, anyways. Actually, this is all gonna bite me in the ass. I'll take this fucking video down. But yeah, I mean, okay. Look, do you remember Nina? Because we were trying to look for his wife, and we found Nina, who I also had a. So, do you remember the story, yard sale? I fucking told you I was going on a date with Butterface, who was Nina, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was amazing, Butterface, right? And I was texting you. I was like, you're like, how's the date going? I'm like, it's all right, it's whatever. But she has a Butterface. And at that point in time when I was texting you, she had gone, we had stopped by at a 7-Eleven, and she was going to buy beer, and I was just kind of like chilling in the car, right? So I send you this message, and then all of a sudden I hear this bzzz, and I realized that I send the message straight to her fucking...
Oh, no! No!
So I'm rummaging through her purse, trying to find it so that I could delete it. And luckily, she didn't have a lock on the phone, so I was able to delete it, you know?
Oh, dude, that's like, the end of that story right there, I was able to breathe. Like, I was having a panic attack, and then it was just like, whew. It was like yoga. I just meditated right there. You deleted it, and it was just like, oh.
I deleted it. By the time she got back to the car, it was all good.
Oh, man.
You're gonna put a picture of this girl up too?
I already did. I posted it in chat, dude.
Oh, that's Nina?
Yeah, because I Am David Ames found it on the internet. So
it's hard to tell in this face. In this picture, you know, because
you gotta recharge
sure.
your camera, man.
What?
You gotta recharge your camera, bro.
Oh, I know, it's out. You know what though? We're listening to the house right now, so it's perfect. It's, you know, flashy lights and stuff. We're listening to Daryl Palumbo, DP Deep House, Volume 1, April 2019. We're listening to. I'm listener number 306.
That's it?
Yeah.
When was it released?
April 2019. Oh no, it says four days ago, but I guess we made it in April last year. Weird.
Can I just say something real quick? It's just when we're talking about live shows, and this popped in my mind from like a couple weeks ago before the shutdown, and it's just kind of blows my mind. Like, so like at work, you know, I talk to a lot of younger people, you know, fucking younger than 22, like, and a lot of them don't go to live shows, you know, mostly just like raves, but like never been to an actual live music show.
Yeah.
But I was at one of Irvin's barbecues, and there's a lot of regulars that go there, you know, just neighbors and stuff from the apartment complex. And there's this one dude, Ray. He's like he's in his 70s, man, and you know, he's always talking about music and like times in the old days, and you know, like a lot of his stories sound like Grease. Some dude named Ray. You don't know him, but he's just this old man, right?
Okay.
But he's always talking about music and comedy and like, you know, crazy times he's had, prostitutes and this and that, and you know, it sounds like this 70-year-old man has lived a life, right? he's kind of lame, but like he's an old man who's lived a life. Like, tell me some stories. And then the last barbecue I was at, I found out that he's never been to a concert, dude. He's in his 70s. He's never been to a concert.
What?
He was alive when all the best concerts were happening.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Whoa. Did he say why? He just never.
You know what? I should have asked him that. I was just so stunned that I didn't know what to do. Like I kind of looked at Irvin and his wife. I was like and gestured. Like, did you hear that? Did you fucking hear that? But I was just stunned. I didn't like. I should have asked him that.
Wow.
Yeah. Next time I see him, I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper. You know, like, because that is insane to me.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like he was partying a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he used to cruise down Cannery Row, you know, looking for broads.
Like Cannery Row being in San Jose or
Monterey.
Monterey.
Yeah, that's right. Huh. Well, yeah, like it was really. You know, I heard Los Gatos was like a biker gang central area back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not so much anymore. All right, guys, I really need to end this. Thank you very much, Lux. I hope you can find in yourself to get your shit together next Thursday.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to be disappointed in you another day. Oh, by the way, I have to work next Thursday.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so
yeah,
my apologies, but the following week I will be here.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you very much, and have a good night, folks.